Donald Trump still attacking the system, creating controversy, and dominating the polls.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on. We have to establish borders and we have to build a wall. We have to build a wall. We have to. And we will.
When you get these terrorists, you have to take out their families. They care about their lives. Don't kid yourself.
There's a movement going on, folks. This isn't just like, let's go and have a good time. Somebody said, oh, Trump's a great entertainer. That's a lot of bullshit.
Rush Limbaugh described Trump's appeal this way.
Donald Trump was the first to tap into, viscerally, what Americans are feeling and living. He started with the border, the southern border, and worked his way to refugees and the economy and any number of things that are making this country weak, and said it's got to stop.
After Tuesday night's debate, big controversy erupted. Does Trump really mean what he says? O'Reilly and Krauthammer got into it.
He's going to say whatever he thinks is going to put him over the top to win. But he's running as a rogue candidate. He's getting people whipped up so that they will like him because their emotion and his emotion coincide.
When someone says things that you admit he doesn't mean, but is doing it entirely for effect, that one ought to go back and say, well, that's just politics. It is politics, that's true, and it's done to some extent by other politicians, but I think it ought to be called for what it is, demagoguery, and unless you're going to stand behind what you say and say, I mean it, it's rather surprising that you would think it's perfectly okay.
I don't say it's perfectly okay. I say it's a brilliant strategy. I say that there's some worthiness to exposing a corrupt system.
But when discussing how politicians use the power of emotion, mainstream media icon Ted Koppel took things a step further and compared Donald Trump to a murderous dictator.
He and Benito Mussolini have this sort of arrogant approach in which they say very little in terms of substance, but the manner in which they say it gets the crowds excited.
But what did Barack Obama say when he was running for president? Did he run on substance? No. He ran on two words, hope and change. And did President Obama campaign in a way that got crowds emotional and excited? Of course he did. He promised them the world. Listen.
This was the moment when the rise of the oceans began to slow and our planet began to heal. This was the moment when we ended a war and secured our nation and restored our image as the last best hope on earth.
We all remember how the mainstream media reacted to Barack Obama firing up crowds with lofty goals and slogans.
The feeling most people get when they hear a Barack Obama speech, I felt this thrill going up my leg. I mean, I don't have that too often.
So Trump fires up voters. He's Mussolini. But when Obama does it, he's the Messiah. Joining me now,